Hey guys, Jesse here. Just got finished up with a nutrition consult and keep saying the same stuff over and over, so I decided that I would make a video to help everybody out there. So very common, we work with a lot of folks about 90% of the time. The goals related to nutrition, and why the heck we're talking about nutrition, are weight loss and fat loss. And so it's kind of the same stuff if we go to like the basics of the eat meat and vegetables, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch, no sugar. I actually put a little bit of a spin on that, and I say, first off, eat meat and veggies. Meat and veggies, and you can even switch that around and say veggies and meat, because I'm kind of like a visual person. You get a big bowl, put all your veggies in there, then you add some meat to it. That should be like the basis of a lot of your meals. From there, you see like this bowl here, add some form of fat, some oil and nuts. So what do we have here? We have a carbohydrate source that is nutrient dense and is very fibrous, and it's definitely slower absorbing, not fast absorbing. That's why we want our carbohydrates as slow absorbing. The protein, the meat, hopefully people laugh at this when I say this, it had a soul, it had a face, it had something there. We want something that you can actually sink your teeth into, whether it's salmon, chicken, steak, whatever it may be, and then you put some olive oil, some nuts, some avocado, whatever it may be, in as the fat. So you have carb, protein, fat. Right here you see the meat and veggies, nuts and seeds for rapid fat loss. For kind of getting a little more extreme, let's cut out the fruit. I'd rather you have a little bit more starch and no fruit, but if you're going extreme, this client decided, she was like, I'm doing no fruit, I'm doing no starch, and definitely no sugar. One of the concepts, if you can see here, talked about is the nutrition teeter-totter, where we want to balance our protein and our carb intake. Really, we're trying to keep our insulin and our glucagon levels kind of balanced out. Basically, that's eat an equal amount of carbohydrate and protein that's going to affect your blood sugar. You have to kind of play around with that. Typically, if anything, we want this to be a little bit more balanced or a little bit heavier on the protein side. We definitely want to get away from a big insulin spike, a big fast absorbing carbohydrate spike. And then here at the end, we had, so it was like, what are you gonna eat for your meals? Let's plan out your meals. At breakfast, so we got protein, fat, carbohydrate at most every meal, definitely protein and fat. So we had eggs and avocado for breakfast, no carbohydrate. Then we look at the lunch. What are you having for lunch? Protein, we're having chicken. It's basically a salad. So you got the salad, the chicken on it, some oil. For dinner, salmon, a little salad, a little oil. We're not getting, we're trying to get a little extreme here. For the snack, it's like, what do I snack on? A lot of times we have the snack in the form of like nuts or cottage cheese. You need to have some protein in there. Nuts, I don't count much of the protein in the nuts. I don't count much of the protein in the cottage cheese. Definitely, going with the snack of the boiled egg and the nuts. And then for down here, we have no fruit, no starch, no sugar, no shakes. Insulin spike. A lot of times the shakes have some junk in them, even if it is the cleanest shake that you can possibly get. Still would rather have whole foods as far as from the protein goes. And then not snacking on nuts or cottage cheese, because this person, we decided that was not a good idea. I don't think that dairy is gonna work well with them. So hopefully this is like just a guideline, basics. And also the note, I like to put a lot of coconut oil in there. This client actually didn't really like coconut oil, had adverse reaction to it, so that's very unfortunate. But there you go. That's kind of like the starting point as far as nutrition for weight loss and fat loss. Hopefully this helps.